Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Sew Stitch Hex. Today, I'm going to be doing a book review on Your Faery Magic by Halo Quin. This segment is going to be called Bibliofancy, as I'm going to be reviewing books that are important to me in my path. It's a pun off of the word bibliomancy, where you use books to do divination, where you would flip through a random page or meditate on a random page until words stick out to you and they help you, and you use them as like divination, like you would with runes or tarot. So this book that I'm reviewing is one of my absolute favorites. It's on the fairy faith, which I consider myself at least a little interested in. It's something I look forward to, is working with the Fae, and I love cleaning my environment and just being in nature. I love giving tiny things like sparkles, and I love doing edible glitter because it's safe for the environment, although I love glitter. Edible glitter is kind of like sprinkles. I mean, it's perfect. Edible glitter, and it's dissolved, so it won't like mess up the environment like real glitter that's tiny plastic. I hate seeing messes, so this is perfect. I also like to do little things like studying the environment, like wild crafting, which I will do a segment on eventually, or a little video at least, as well as little trinkets. My altar is covered in tiny little sparkly trinkets and sparkly rocks and little things that I think the Fae would enjoy, and I try to take walks in nature and really pay attention to the little things that I think help me connect with nature, and this book helped with that. When I first read it, it was the first book that really just wowed me when I was beginning to like look at literature in my craft and not just kind of studying individual aspects, like studying what are tarot. That was the question at the time. What are tarot? Not what is tarot. It's what are tarot. Because you don't know what it is. You don't know how to grammatically structure it into a sentence. Whatever. What is this plant? What is this item? And this book was just super great. It talks about so many wonderful things. It talks about communing with the Fae, or at least meditating on the Fae to connect with them better. It talks about strengthening your relationship with the Fae, the Fairy Queen, nature. It even starts off perfect, like page Roman numerals 13. That's how early. I'm not going to pretend that I believe the Fae to be all fluffy and light, but I will tell you that I believe they, as beings or as a concept, hold a key to unlocking the place we hold deep within ourselves, where our true desires, our magic lies. That is precious. I love it. It is perfect. It's like, I know that they're not all like light and fluff. Don't even pretend. Which is great, because the Fae will mess you up. And I love it. Oh, the fact that it mentions that instead of pretending like they're this love, light, happiness, perfect, dancy pixies like Tinkerbell. Oh. And it mentions other really great things like meditations and some magic to do where you look in mirrors. It talks about giving offerings. And it talks about how if you live in the city, like, which of course the Fae would make it to the city, they evolve like everyone does. I mean, imagine the little flowers that pop up through the sidewalk. They can do it. The Fae can do it. And this talks about how you can use like chalk drawings or leaving coins on wishing wells to do things in the city that when you can't get to nature, so you can't leave. Maybe you're even bound to home. You could just do something really simple and small, like leaving out a tiny bowl of water or something that's special to you. It doesn't necessarily mention this, but it talks about communing with nature and finding the truth in yourself. And truthfully, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Another really beautiful thing is the oath in here, which I took this oath myself early in my path, and I love it. It's the oath of honesty. It states here, which as a prayer to Rhymer, Thomas the Rhymer, you have so many things in here. So beautiful. There's a lot of actual poetry in here, so recommend for that. But the oath is, True Thomas, you who walk the way to fairyland before me, I ask you to witness my commitment to honesty on this path. I promise to be truthful in my journey to the heart of fairy within myself and in the world. I promise to always strive for honesty so that I may know myself and so my words become true, and what I say must be, must be. Beautiful. Simplified is kind of manifest what you believe, manifest what is true to you. Say it and it will be true. Big thing I see a lot in the hoodoo voodoo community, and that's really fun. Also, I see it in the new love and light community where they're like, manifest. But here it's just be true to yourself, be true to the world, be true. Don't lie, just be honest. If you you don't know, say, I don't know. It's okay. You don't have to know. It's lovely. This book is wonderful. I love its focus on the truth and finding the truth of your heart, and its focus on that. It's just, you feel the passion of being true to yourself and kind of checking up on yourself to know what is true for you right now. Have you changed opinions? Did things change? It has little meditations to help you connect with nature, and the fact that it is so big on honesty was just such a big thing for me. It just blew my mind. But it's really cute, and it even mentions something that's very important to me, which is science is still valid. Some magic practitioners will invalidate physical, real-life practices. I do not. Yes, sage your house if you want to, but also you might need a bug problem, like you need to fix it with real problems. Like, say you have herbs that can fix it, that's cool. If those don't work, please get bug killer. Don't just let yourself spiral. Say you're sick and it's not a common cold. You don't know what's wrong. Don't just like inhale incense. Go to the doctor. This mentions how science can be connected. Science isn't good. Science is important. Don't forget these things. These are little things. But yes, this has been a mention of some of the beautiful parts of this book. All of it is beautiful. All of it is loved. Explore your heart, explore your truth, explore nature. And thank you for tuning in for Bibliofancy. I hope to see you and cast a spell with you in the next video.